Hey folks, how you doing? It's Richard here from Bikepacking Adventures. I hope you are doing well. You can see I'm out on the bike today. It's a lovely blue skies. It's a Saturday morning here in January. And stick around because what we're going to do in this video, a bit of a recce for a summer ride that I've got planned. If you watched the last video, you know all about it. It's the Lincolnshire Wolds 300, which is taking place sometime this summer. And big thanks to everybody who's filled in that form and expressed an interest. So we're going to pop the very first one up right now. So right behind me where I was just talking to you is this trail here, which leads back to East and West Ravendale. And yeah, this was what I've just enjoyed for you on a nice sunny but boggy January morning. Perfectly suitable in the summertime for what I've got planned. What I've got planned for you this summer is, you know, you come in this direction uphill towards me, and in January it's a bit boggy, to be honest. But I guess if it's rideable in January, it's almost more than definitely rideable in the summer months. So don't go anywhere, do keep on watching the video. I've got maybe 5 bits that I can show you the maps up on the screen. This is the very first one, and hopefully if they're any good and link up well, then I'll include it in that ride. And we're going to get on the bike and start moving again. So on to the second recce point of this ride. The noise of traffic next to me, that's the A46 between Grimsby and Caser. Found this lovely track online. Smart in brown, which suggests a footpath, but I've not seen any signage yet. And it basically looks like it's hard rock path. I do need to check in the spring though, because I've just come through a couple gates and I just need to make sure, you know, not padlock kind of thing. They don't look like they are. It's a public right of way along here, so yeah, happy days. If I do put this in, this will be the most northerly edge of the route, so it'd be nice to put this in because it's a nice lovely descent coming up into Rothwell in just a moment. But just got to get through that woodland first. And last time I came through here was a couple of winters ago, same sort of time of year. And it's pretty boggy. Again, summer, probably fine. About 10 miles on from where I just stopped last is this the next off-road bit down here. Just gone through Legsby. It's not too far from, well, just off the A46 really. That way is the railway line between Market Rasen and Caser, to give you a bit of scope if you're around here. And just literally hiding just off the A46 is this track down here. I've not been down here before, so don't know what it's going to be like, to be honest. The first thing I imagined when I got here was like a pile of rubbish fly tipped, because it's literally off the A46. But surprise, surprise, there isn't anything here. So just about to head off. There's that tree is, there's a track going right. We'll just see where it brings us out, and yeah, keep on riding through. I'm actually riding to a place today as well, a new cafe I've not been to before. I'm actually planning to ride next weekend. It would have been and gone by the time this video's got out, probably, not sure. But yeah, I'm doing about 4 or 5 gravel rides with Lindsay Roads Cycling Club throughout 2026. And so it's a ride next Sunday the 8th of Feb. If this video's out before then, feel free to find out a bit more about it. And I need to check this cafe out because I've never been here before. I'm going to go street view. It just looks like a house, but it's called the Alex Cafe, so I'm guessing it's literally an annex to a house right next to the race course at Market Rasen. So it's been good so far. The routes have been remarkably okay. Yeah, everything can go in, I think, but it also depends where it's going to link up and make sense. There are points on the Lincolnshire Wolds 300 route that will come off the Wolds because they need to connect to places that you can buy food and drink, or book into a B&B if that's what you want to do, or just chill out and have a bit of time off the bike. So yeah, because this is Lincolnshire Wolds. I'll pop it up on the screen. It's just where it is there. There's very little in the way of cafes. I think there's only one that I know of, and it is on the route, but you might not necessarily stop there. Depends on what time of day it is if you reach there. So I've had to come off the Wolds just so people can eat and things. So when you do get the route, you will get loads of POIs on the screen with lots of information for campsites and foods and restaurants and everything else. So I have gone the extra mile to make sure you can get all that stuff. If you've ridden any sort of cycling UK route, you know exactly what to expect. I've gone to that level of effort to put pins on there, so you've got everything catered for. Because I want to turn into a route which you don't just join me in the summertime, ride it, and we raise a bit of money for charity or whatever. I want you to be able to ride it, you know, through spring, summer, and the autumn. Perhaps not the winter, but most of the year. You know, at any time you want to. So yeah, I'm going to get back on the bike because it's starting to get cold again. I thought I'd take an effort to get the camera out of the back pocket, even though it's a little bit annoying taking the gloves off. But I think it's important to show you what it's like in parts. And as you can see, it's all field side, and got farm tracks everywhere. But it's not too bad in terms of wetness and things. When you're here on the flat, there's no slopes or anything. And it's, you know, it is the end of January, so I've expected things to be boggier and harder to ride. But in the height of summer, that is not a concern, is it? He says trying to stay upright as we can speak. So yeah, camera away. Got a bit of a fail on the route. We've just come through there, which is fine, it's nice dry and everything. And we'll put it right away there. But look, it goes straight across field, ploughed field. That might be alright in summer, remains to be seen. But we're going to just divert onto this road instead, at least for today. Revisit that in a few months. So we're just going to come off route a little bit. It's a bit of a shame because I've registered this as a 150 DIY, but it comes in at 152, so we're going to try and make sure that's still above 150. Anyway, that's you don't want to know about that today. Right, let's keep going. So as a result of having to come off there, what I found was a gravel track, which is gravel, so that ticks that box, which led to this quite country lane what I'm on at the moment. I don't know if you can see on the screen very well, but it just mirrors the off-road bit. So it's always got to keep your options open. Like I say, I'll return in a few months and see if that's any better. Everywhere is ultra boggy at the moment. The land is so wet. By the time the summer comes along, the picture will be completely different. But again, I want to try and keep the route as accessible as possible. Although I could always do a winter version as well if there's I feel like there could be any sort of call for it. Right, not too far from Middle Rasen now, and that well-deserved cafe stop. Okay, this next one just on the edge of Market Rasen. It says there's a little cut through. You can see it's a bridle way. Just joins Middle Rasen to Market Rasen. I realise, you know, after doing all these gravel events, there's quite a few people at these gravel events that don't like being on the road at all, or for a very short periods of time. And this is something I've tried to aim for. So if you're in Market Rasen, there's a short section of like 50-mile-per-hour road, and then a 40 to get you into Market Rasen. So I'm trying my best to cut it out. And down here, this is called Green Lane. I'll pop it on the screen if I haven't already. And it leads neatly into Market Rasen itself. There's a little cut through to a few houses and things like that, and it brings you out where I wanted to bring you out, which was the marketplace and a very popular convenience shop, which I'm sure you can probably guess down below which one it is. But it leads you perfectly into the marketplace, so you can get food, drink and that lot. There's pubs, there's Cooperlands in there as well if you're there on a Saturday. And there's also a chippy as well. I remember it from last year, me and my good friend Jez, we did a bikepacking trip, and there's a chippy as well. Thumbs up to that. And of course there's a, well, not of course, but there is a big, huge Tesco's there as well. You can either go to the kiosk or go if you wanted to go into the supermarket. I think there might be a cafe, but it's up to you to find out this stuff. So yeah, on to Market Rasen now, and I'll stop at the cafe. It's getting on actually. It closes at 3 and it's nearly 2 o'clock now, so better get a move on. Oh, and I think, let's just get on camera. Oh, and I think I might just leave that where it is. Okay, I've arrived in the next place called Legsby. Now this is possibly maybe it's an alternative to a route that I've got planned. So on Street View, this is the one where there's like about 10 people doing mug shots for the Google Street View van. Looks like it runs through there. I've never done it before. It's kind of an alternative to the well, it's going to link me up to the Broken Road, which if you watched my last video you would have saw that. It's just an alternative route that I could possibly take. Don't know what it's like. Going to find out. And if I don't put it in, it's one for myself. Another public bridleway linked together. So yeah, oh, good fun this. Anyway, I've just been to the Alex Cafe just near the Market Rasen race course, and yeah, thumbs up for that place. It's quite small, quite quirky. I've got, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, I've got a gravel ride planned next weekend, and if the weather's anything like this, we'll go there. May have to sit outside because it's quite busy, but I spoke to the manager there. He said, yeah, happy to put some power cells out, that kind of thing, so might do that. Depends how many show up. Otherwise it would be another cafe restaurant a little bit further along called the Wolds Edge, which the group's more familiar with. So yeah, anyway, that's a week on Sunday. It's useful to know different places. It's quite small, quite quirky, reasonably priced. Nice Americano in there and a nice chili and jacket potato, so it's all very good. So I'm nice and warm inside. That last bit I showed you at Legsby was just giving me food for thought, because just come down there and that was way more interesting. There's a couple of gates and it was just a lot more interesting. There was a field initially which is quite molehills everywhere, so I can see how that's going to annoy a few people. However, it was a short, sweet, one quick walk, one quick field, and you have to put elements of that in to make it more interesting. Otherwise, if it's too easy, people forget about it. I've said it in a different video, my last video. If you don't make it memorable, if you don't put a few more bits that you hate doing but connect well and enjoy looking around you, then you know you have to give those serious consideration. So there was some woodlands over there back to the Broken Road, but yeah, we're actually heading down here now. As you can see, there's quite a few bridleways, and I went this way last weekend. Kind of takes me off the route, that one, but I think the idea will be just to flow the Lincolnshire Wolds 400 that way instead. And even though I do like the Broken Road, it's nice just looking at looking at the sheep, the scenery, the farms. You're going, you know, cutting through landscapes, working farms and things like that. It's just more interesting. So that's what I'm looking for. I hope that gives you a bit of an insight on what I'm hoping to achieve on the route in the summer. It just wants to be interesting. You want to finish it and go, do you know what? I'd love to see that bit again. That was tough. Hated that part, but I got through and it wasn't long. You know, I saw some great stuff. That's the vibe. Another consideration I have to think about with the route is, or if somebody was to do it in April or May and the nights are a bit shorter, you know, chances are they might have to go riding through the night on an evening time. I mean, at the same time, it also depends on where that person starts his ride, because it could be anywhere. So it's all in all very tricky. Essentially, you have to find the middle ground, because obviously you can't please everybody for every situation, and you don't want to keep out too much of the challenging, you know, interesting stuff like I just spoke about with Legsby. Anyway, I also got the camera out riding. Bit of an update on the front wheel. That thorn, a big branch of thorn, I left it tick 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 ticking as it's spinning around the wheel. It kept hitting the fork. So I bared with that for about an hour and a half of riding, and tried my hardest to not for it to get to me, and about a mile back it just flew off by itself. I did think about, in the last couple of miles of the ride, maybe the last mile, ripping it out and just cycling home. Hopefully it would seal, but I'm just going to leave it in now, I think, to at least get home. And well, I'm out riding tomorrow, so I need to think about that as well. Anyway, I don't want to bore you. The good news is it's flicked out by itself. I just had to be patient and not get stressed out. So I'm enjoying sharing my thoughts with you. I hope you find it interesting. The Lincolnshire Wolds 300. Just see the sign for the bridle road. which kind of runs alongside this one. I don't know if you can see it too far because of the glare, but it's a little road with a few houses. It runs over there. It'd be interesting for me to see where it leads, but it's one of those where I probably won't use it because there's a, well, let's go back to the beginning. It's a bikepacking weekend. Sunday morning, I'm envisaging loads of people will be coming down to Goulby looking for some water. And yeah, the village of Goulby is just down here, and conveniently on the route is a church on the right hand side. I shall pop it up on the screen. I've been here before, numerous videos. There's an outside tap, drinking water, but also inside as well. And I've always found the church open. There's a kettle in there, water bottle, yeah, bottled water, even biscuits. Just, you know, they collect donations, that kind of thing. If it's, you know, heaven forbid it's raining, you can find some solace in there, so to speak, out away from the elements. So that's Goulby Church. I know personally myself, I'll be going in there on the Sunday morning to top up water bottles. It's just so conveniently placed along the route, middle of nowhere, open all the time, water outside taps. So yeah, that'll come in useful. You do have to be paying attention though, because it's quite a fast descent into Goulby, and if you're not looking out for it, you're going to miss it. And I've mentioned it before as well, the route will be supplied with loads of POIs and things like that, so I'll be marking off places where you can get water as well, like cemeteries and churches, that I know of anyway, and this is one of those. There is actually a little bit of an incline leading up to Goulby, so yeah, I got that wrong. Anyway, I made up to it, so I'm just going to point it out to you. I'm just going to get with this hill and I'll point it out so you don't miss it. Just come up to the church now. You'll notice some houses on the left hand side. I think it's where that red car is parked right now. Just a tiny little village church. Signs for the Viking Way here as well, and here it is on the right hand side. I'll just stop a moment. And there it is, All Saints Church at Goulby. The actual water pump is the main entrance there, just on the left of the main entrance, outdoor tap. Again, you can go inside if you want to get some water. Donations for the biscuits as well, if you're lucky and somebody hasn't eaten them all. Beat you to it. Yeah, it's Owersby Church. Okay, as you can see, it's much later in the day now. Sun's gone down. It's dark. It's a full moon though, and I was just about to point it out to you, but it's just come behind the clouds, so it's, you know, it's fairly bright. Just coming up to the just make the camera out of my face. Coming up to the last recce of the Lincolnshire Wolds 300, and it's located near Louth, and the importance of this one is to connect Horlington, where I'm right now, to Welton, and there's a couple of options available. One of them, like I say, it's not really an option, but if I was riding by myself, not sending everybody that way, it would be an option because it's a footpath, the South Links Way. So I had to try and find something out, and this here is marked as a bridle way, and hopefully this is going to connect to, I don't know what that main road is, but it allows me to connect neatly to Welton. It's like a crossroads, you can just literally go straight across once got to this track, and then allows me to get across also to South Elkington. There's a little place in between, I can't remember what it's called. If I do put it in, which is very likely on the success of this, will depend on the success of this rather. Yeah, I should put it in because it's a really nice route, but I'm going to find out, and I won't show you it because it's pitch black. For now, I'm just going to get down here. It's concentrate on what I'm doing.